Can the Packers recover? Well, I mean, they can recover, I guess, but, again, this is that kind of defeat where it's like, you're not tying up some kind of like loose end, like, oh, you just got to protect the ball better, Aaron Jones, or something like that. It's or make sure you look the ball into your hands, Lazard, or something like that. It's Aaron Rodgers looks worse than pedestrian. Um, I don't know. You hold a team to 3 points, and I don't care who they are. You hold them to 3 points. That's damn good. Even if it's just for a half, even if you kind of collapse in the second half, because I think it's easy as a defense to look at the other side of the football. To look at the other side of the other side of the football, and be like, fellas, it'd be nice if you scored some points. So I don't know. We'll have to see. It's early enough into the season to be like, well, I'm not fucking writing the Packers off, but I'm certainly not believing in them at all. Bills beat the Chiefs. Is this guaranteed? No, I mean, it's not guaranteeing that they'll win the Super Bowl. But I mean, things are looking fucking damn good for you. Patrick Mahomes threw a couple of picks, and that's one of those things where it's like, yes, you won, but you did win in Arrowhead, so there's nothing to like, oh, well, could we do it again? No, you very absolutely, very probably will. Honestly, I think the Bills are the better team. The Bills suited the better quarterback. At least yesterday. So, yeah, again, I think that they're the odds-on favorite, but who knows? Josh Allen goes down, for even a couple of games, and it's like, well, you're not even fucking talking about that anymore, So I don't know. Broncos Chargers. Yeah, I don't. Is there anything to say about the Broncos? I'm sure it's a divisional game, so the Broncos could really come out strutting their stuff, but I don't know. Even vastly and deeply injured as they are, the Chargers still look like the nominally better team. So I don't really think it's much to talk about. The Bucks lost in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was fucking crazy, right? 18 points. Again, it comes down to a 2-point conversion, and they can't do it. And Tom Brady only threw one touchdown. So I don't know. I think a lot of teams are just kind of lacking in an identity. On the Packers side of things, it's just like, I think that it's time to let Aaron Rodgers be just a game manager. There's no reason, I think, really, honestly, for him to throw like 23 plus, keep it in that lowish mid 20s. I'll go up to like 26. But this like fucking 41 passes and shit. And Tom Brady's been like that for, gosh, at least last year, And I know that he kind of lit the league up as far as like touchdowns goes, but it's like, it's not a good thing necessarily, right? It's not bad, obviously, but it's not really good to have that many yards with that many touchdowns, because it just means like a lot of yards stall, or excuse me, a lot of drives stall, or you score on the ground, or you end up kicking a field goal. So, but I don't know. I mean, you gotta expect that they'll drop one that's kind of inexplicable. Every team does. Nobody really lost their minds when the Chiefs lost to the Colts. So, kind of keep going on, right? Eagles stay undefeated. Yeah, not much of a question, my man. But yeah, no, you know what? It was 20-0 for a minute, and then it very quickly was 20-17. So I was like, oh, the beginning of the ruination. No, but yeah, they stay undefeated. They looked more or less good last night. They're looking less and less like they've only really beaten bad teams, even though that's more or less true. And the Cowboys without a starting quarterback, we'll have to see, but they're looking like they're going to be the first seed. So, which is, wow, remember how they squeezed into the playoffs last year and then got their asses handed to them. So, how far one season can take you, with a new head coach. I mean, it's looking good. Kyler looks bad on a per half basis. Yeah. Didn't Nick Wright do the math? The this morning. I was listening to his podcast. He did the math. I think it was like 31 first half points through 6 games or something like that, or 30 or something like that. No, because it was like 5, he said, on average. It's not good. That ain't great. That's what Nick Wright would say. When they put that kind of clause in his contract like that, I mean, you got to wonder, like, what is, how dedicated is this guy? He got his money. He got his money, and I felt very strongly like all he had to do was just perform, just do the things that a quarterback does. And there is no quarterback that you talk about that doesn't, religiously study film. And it just looks like he's missing on some things, It looks like, I'm not a scheme guy at all. I never have been. But it does look like sometimes it's like the point is like whenever there's a pick, that is like a rub, I should say, I guess, in a scheme. It's like, okay, obviously the idea is that one of them will come open. And the thesis would be like, obviously, the bigger completion. But, sometimes you got to take that underneath the rub. And he's not even looking over there, it doesn't look like.